Doreen Irungu is a transformative leader and a social entrepreneur dedicated to empowering rural women in Kenya through Ustawi Africa. She promotes regenerative farming, climate adaptation, and economic resilience, impacting over 10,000 women. Recognized globally, Doreen is a 2024 Tech Women Emerging Leader and World Food Prize TAP pioneer, advancing sustainable agriculture and gender equality with innovative community-driven solutions. Can we put our hands together as we bring to the podium Doreen Irungu? Karibu, Doreen. Will you take a risk? Risk takers take risks. You're welcome.
Here, and thank you all for taking the risk to be with the risk takers. And thank you, sir, for taking the risk. It's the risk, and thank you for taking it. I'm so excited to be here. I came yesterday night from the AU in Addis Ababa, and I flew to be together with this team. And I could not miss being with these beautiful ladies and launching. We took the risk. I'm a founder of a startup, and I'm so happy to be together with other founders here. Sorry. And when Mr. Radido approached me is when I wrote the story of my fellow founder from Nigeria who committed suicide. And it touched me so much. I remember I cried for 3 days because I was going through a lot of pressure by that time, being an entrepreneur and a founder. Actually, I'm a 3 times founder of a startup. And I could feel the pain that made my friend commit suicide. And when I wrote his story, that's when Mr. Radido approached me. And at the end of what I had written about Chris, I said like this, and I'll read the same post that I posted. Or I can read all of it. I listened to Nick and I said, our dearest Nick Imudia, waking up to the news all over the internet that you took your life is one of the most heartbreaking things I can imagine. During your time as the CEO, you brought so much light to our community. You gave our children hope of becoming, as they were able to do their homeworks in time. You lit up small houses in forgotten areas and made our marginalized women smile. Probably nobody ever told you that during the dusk to dawn curfew in the banditry-prone areas of Baringo, Elgeyo Marakwet, Laikipia, Samburu, Turkana, and West Pokot counties, hundreds, if not thousands, of kids were born. And they were born because the pregnant women, they had something we call delight. We all know delight. The only thing the new mothers had during the time of pain and during the time of curfew was a delight lamp. As a community developer, I have traveled as far as Turkana in Kenya. I always see a delight torch or a lamp on a grass-thatched Manyatta house, charging under the sun. In my visit to thousands of the households in the rural area and semi-arid areas of Kenya, including mud huts, thatched roof houses, and simple brick homes, I have yet to see a single one without a delight lamp. I have seen Maasai men walking in the desert, carrying this lamp, relying on the sun to keep them safe throughout the night. My dear Nick, as a founder working with these communities, far from your home in Nigeria, I admired your leadership. I admired the innovation, the creativity, and how you solved one of the biggest problems in my community. I have no enough words to complete this, neither enough words to comfort your family. I don't have enough words to say. Rest in peace. Dear founders and entrepreneurs, this journey of entrepreneurship is tough. We are human with so much on our shoulders. Celebrate your wins when you can. When you face setbacks, pat yourself on the back for trying and learning the experience. Don't be a loner. Please learn to speak out. Suicide is not an option. Talk to someone about the issue that is killing you inside. If you need to quit, please do so. There is always a second chance. Dear mentors, investors, and fathers, many of you know the stress that comes with entrepreneurship. It's time we start talking about mental health among founders and entrepreneurs. Let's have mental health sessions within so many fellowship and accelerators that are on our table. Don't just fund us. Sometimes take time to ask us, how are you doing? How is your family doing? How is your mental health? And that's the poster I did to my friend. As a founder, in this book, I have contributed to a chapter, and this chapter is called Beyond the Pitch. When you look beyond the pitch, what do I mean? When I meet every given entrepreneur, when I meet every investor, even before they ask me, how are you doing, Doreen? The first thing they ask for is something that we call the pitch deck. Can I see your pitch deck? And I wrote, beyond the pitch deck, I have a life. I'm a mother, I'm a CEO, I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm chasing fads, and there is other things about me. Some of them are the mental health of the founders. Others are the issues that kill us inside, and we cannot be able to explain them in a simple document like a pitch deck. And that's why I wrote Beyond the Pitch. This is a story of an African woman who is a founder of 3 startups, and it is also a story of so many founders here, and the pain that we go through when we are trying to navigate through accelerators, through projects, through financial statements, and through every other document that people whom we work with, they require. And from the time Mr. Radido invited me to write this book, I have had a time to reflect so much on who we are, and it does not only end there, it has also given me an opportunity to go behind the tent and talk to even the policy makers, because currently we are working with several organizations and we are trying to do so many policies that can be observed by investors and people like founders, and how they need to think beyond just chasing money and chasing whatever we are chasing. I will read a sentence from my own book because it's very important. And what I have written in page 77 of my book, I want to read it. We as founders, we are invisible architects, the bridge builders laying the groundwork for the bright future in Africa. A content that is remarkably leads the world in the number of women entrepreneurs, with a staggering 26% of the business being owned or run by women. This figure dwarfs those in Europe, which is 5%, and that of US, which is only 20%. Despite these impressive numbers, African women still face an uphill climb, often remaining at the bottom of the economic ladder. Why this disparity exists deserves an exploration. We aim to identify the gap, discuss what are necessary and most important to unlock our full potential. We connect communities and foster innovation, yet our stories remain largely untold. Our voices unheard in the cacophony of the business world. And this is a call to action, a clarion call that pierces the veil of silence surrounding the struggle we face. Investor, we urge you to look beyond the stereotype. Within us lies a wellspring of potential waiting to be unleashed. Grant programs designed to empower must open their doors wide. Consider mentorship opportunities and target funding initiatives that address the specific challenges faced by women founders. Let our ideas be judged on merit, not on basis of gender. Together we can light the narrative. By dismantling those barriers, we unlock a way for progress, a tide of waving of innovation that will propel Africa forward. Imagine the possibilities when the playing field is leveled, when female founders like me and you stand shoulder to shoulder with their male counterparts, their talents and vision celebrated. This is not just my story. It's a collective role for change. Let our voices be heard, our potential recognized. Together under the first African sky, we can build a future where female founders are not just visible, but unstoppable force shaping the economic landscape of Africa. And I champion the matters of female founders who are taking risks like me, and I am the only farmer in the house. Do you have any other farmer? Let me see. I have three. And I'm the only, okay, we are four. We are four farmers in the house. I farm in Laikipia and I work with the rural women. We champion for regenerative agriculture. We also champion for matters that has to do with climate change, making sure that the communities in the semi-arid areas, like I've mentioned, in Laikipia, in Barigo, in Marquette, they are able to adopt to a better way of farming, getting water harvesting systems, and also getting renewable energy to make their farm become green always. And we don't have to rely on land-fed agriculture. Thank you so much.
Let us put our hands together for Doreen.